What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another tier list video. Now, instead of ranking killers based on their chances of surviving other killers, I was wondering, could I survive these serial killers? Now, I didn't put any real serial killers because that would be kind of messed up, so I kept it all fictional characters except for Jack the Ripper. But I mean, come on, he was basically based in the 1800s. He kind of feels like fiction, to be honest. Now, you guys might be thinking, wait, how would you even do this tier list at all? This wouldn't make any sense. You don't fit Dexter's code, and you're not somebody messing with Joe Goldberg's girl. So I decided, hey, what if I was a killer that Dexter would be hunting down, etc., etc. And I'm going to be ranking these based off of two things. One, I already know everything about them because I've seen their movies and TV shows. This is what if I was actually getting hunted in real life by these people. And two, they're basically already stalking me. Like for Jigsaw, I would already be in his trap. Could I get out? That kind of stuff. So boom, we're starting it off with a bang. John Kramer, or should I also say John Creamer? Now, honestly, this could go two ways. I'd basically either lose a part of me because you literally cannot get out of John's trap without losing a piece of you, or I'd either die. There's no in between. And in my opinion, I think I'd 100% die. I've watched these movies, and to be honest, I wouldn't even want to live. The amount of gruesome stuff that you have to do even to survive to get out of the traps is insane. And to be honest, I wouldn't want to live with that insane trauma and guilt. Kind of have to pull a few strings if you want to be the winner out of the group. So no, I would just die. I would basically kind of unalive myself. Young Dexter Morgan from Original Sin. Now I'm spicing it up a little bit. You know, I do have Dexter from the original series on this as well. You know, I have to add Dexter into the mix. But Dexter from Original Sin, could I survive him? He's young, he's not really in his prime, and he makes a lot of mistakes as we've seen in Original Sin. Granted, yes, none of those mistakes get him caught. He's still pretty clumsy. He's getting used to things in Original Sin. And considering that no victim has walked away in Dexter Original Sin, could I walk away? And since I know everything about them already, I feel like it would be possible to get out. Because think about it, it's either I die or I get out. Actually, never mind, I just thought about it. I'd still die because he's still trained in martial arts in this series because, you know, he just graduated college. He might not be the best at martial arts. He's still honing his skills, but I have no combat experience whatsoever. So if I go up against young Dexter Morgan, bro, I'm getting my ass kicked. But since I know everything about him and I know like his moves, his techniques, he'll try to sneak up on me. I'll be really cautious, but I feel like if I ever just see him and I'm alone, I feel like I would just be GG'd. But then on the other hand, if I knew that he was coming at me, I feel like I just wouldn't really want to seclude myself. So this one's kind of hard. But then again, young Dexter Morgan still takes down crazy opponents. I mean, Levi Reed, for example, dude's huge. Kind of reminds me of Lil Chino, but he wasn't really that buff. So yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm cooked. Patrick Bateman from American Psycho. Now, I said this before in a lot of videos. Patrick Bateman really is an unpredictable killer, and he's also very clumsy and really has no skills, to be honest. I mean, granted, I'll give it to him. He knows how to somewhat cover his tracks because when he killed Paul Allen, he still wore I don't know what you would call it, like a plastic protector. So he's not that much of a dum-dum, but really has no planning in really any of his skills other than that. I mean, he killed a homeless person to dropping a chainsaw on a woman that's naked throughout an apartment complex. Like, what? So if I saw Patrick Bateman walking down the street and I saw his face, he'd probably try to kill me right then and there. He doesn't care at all. So honestly, this one's kind of hard, but I feel like it would be possible to get out. Because then again, he is a pretty high profile person. You know his face. He doesn't really have any skills. He won't sneak up behind you. If I see him in public and I know he's coming after me, I'll carry. Well, then I guess you could say that I could carry for Dexter. And by carry, I mean with a gun. So let's throw the gun out there, actually. Let's say we have no gun. But honestly, I feel like I just have enough confidence to evade Patrick Bateman out of every single person on this list. I mean, let's be real. Ghostface. To be honest, I think I'd lose a part of me. I feel like all these are going to be, I'm going to die. Nah, I would 100% die. Because even if I do, by the grace of God, get away from Ghostface, he'll just come back and kill me again. Because there's always a sequel. So yeah, I'm not evading. How many movies are we at right now? Almost 7? I think 7's in the works. And by the way, just because there's 7 movies doesn't mean that there's 7 people. There's more Ghostface. And I don't even know the exact number for that. So yeah, I cannot handle over a dozen Ghostface. I think I would be cooked, honestly, now that I think about it. Joe Goldberg. Now, I don't really want to underestimate Joe Goldberg because yes, he is intelligent. He's an expert at stalking as well. He does a very good job. But one thing that I feel like that I have over Joe Goldberg is height and strength. I mean, yes, he's beat some formidable opponents, but if we're talking about Hugo the bodyguard in season 4, Joe kind of snuck up on him with a blade, might I add. He's still very experienced and he's more intelligent than me. I can't just put everybody in I die because this whole entire list would just be cooked. Because to be honest, I feel like I would just be cooked in this entire list. I don't know. I would have to put him in I die. I actually have to fix this. I would put Ghostface over Original Sin Dexter. Okay, I don't even have to explain this. Let's just put this at the top. Actually, no, I feel like I would have more of a chance against Dexter than I do in the trap. Like, if you're in the trap, you basically have a 99% death rate. By the grace of God, that 1% that you get lucky and you outwit every single person, not even just outwit, and get lucky against every other person that's competing. With Dexter, you're at least out in the world, out in the open. You have objects that you can use. Hannibal Lecter, honestly, I would even put him over the trap. Yeah, honestly, I'll put him over the trap, honestly. He's basically superhuman. Jack the Ripper. Since Jack Ripper is based in the 1800s, and let's say he was resurrected and put in the 2000s, yes, he would have no idea what any of this is. I could even outmaneuver him with all the technology I have at my disposal. With all the technology, maybe I could pull something off. John Doe from 7. Yes, he did get away with a lot of gruesome killings. He also did kill people with wealth because of greed. He killed people that were important and got away with it. So he knows what he's doing. So I have to give him that. Dude, I can't put everyone in I die. Like, come on. I would just say I'd lose a part of me. But then again, honestly, this one's hard. John Doe is over Original Sin Dexter. Okay, yeah, hold on. I have to backtrack my statement and everything. Because this is real life, right? Okay, fine. We'll do this. We'll do... Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know. What about that? Oh my God, I forgot to even explain what the tiers are before we even started this video. Oh my God. Well, I mean, I guess they're pretty self-explanatory. But I'd lose a part of me basically means like I'd lose a limb. Kind of like if I won the Jigsaw trap. Like I would get out alive. Okay, actually, this makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. This is how I'm keeping it. And we have Holly Jones from Prisoners. Now, this one is also pretty interesting considering that, you know, it's an elderly lady. Honestly, bro, if I'm ever going hand to hand with her, let's be honest. The one thing is, yes, I'll give it to her. She's pretty smart. I mean, everybody on this list is smart. I mean, they're all advanced. Well, not all are advanced serial killers. Actually, I'll give them all advanced because to be a serial killer, you kind of have to be advanced. The only reason Keller lost to her at the end is because she had a gun on him. Because if I really think about it, these two characters mainly catch their victims with the element of surprise. And with all the information I know about them, I feel like I'd also just carry a blade on me because, to be honest, because if we think about it, Joe Goldberg sometimes uses sharp objects to kill his opponents, and Dexter uses M99. So I'm basically playing by the rules here. Since none of them use a gun and they use objects of their own, I could use objects of mine too. Carry a weapon on me, a bayonet maybe, or maybe just move to Antarctica.